Okay, so I went to a dance. So I went to a dance with this girl, right?
Right.
And afterwards, there's an after party. We talk about like, am I gonna go with my friends? Are we gonna go with my friends? Am I gonna hang out with her and do what she's doing? It's an after party. It's like a metal band in a garage, and I walk in. I take her there. We're dressed up.
Yeah.
And I know nobody, and it's also especially at the time, not my like music that I was like into.
I think I know who it was.
Yeah. So I walk in, and it's like grown men in a garage at their house, and like other people like our parents' age. And I'm like, okay, so the people closest to our age are like dudes our age now, like young 20s. And like, you're here to just watch this screamo band in a garage? I'm out of here. So I just left her. I was like, you want to stay? And she was like, yeah, I'll leave. I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Just because like every experience we had together was like, God, I like it, but like you keep taking me into weird shit. Like the next thing I know, I'm gonna be like in a dungeon at an orgy or something, just be like out of place, like uncomfortable.
I got a story about that. But first, after I had broken off with that situationship
There you go.
for the second time, 3 months later, she bought a yellow Camaro.
The same car.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she bought the same car I have, but in yellow. And
Now she's like a gearhead.
I had never been like more freaked out in my life.
You got yourself a stalker, bro.
Yeah.
No, and so I would find, like, she would find me places.
Yeah, she'd drive by you.
Yeah, she would drive by me. She found my workplace once. Like, I came out, and I hope to God that, like, she watches this.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Because she knows what she's done.
Yeah.
You know
So
what you
I
did.
would, like, literally the last week I was at Titan. I was working, like, CID. We were, like, switching out patrol cars, and I see a yellow Camaro pull up next, like, no, okay. I remember now. We were driving back to the headquarters that has one of those, like, pull in, pull out parking lots. It's like that crescent. And we pull in, this yellow Camaro pulls in behind us.
Oh.
And I'm immediately like, fuck. Because
Yeah.
I know at this point, like, what she's driving.
Yeah.
And they just pass us as we, like, back into our spot, and they pull around into where I'm parked, and she parks right next to me.
Dude, I remember this day so specifically. You called me.
Yeah, I was freaking out.
You're like, dude, she's here. I was like, oh,
here.
no.
And so she pulls up next to my car, gets out with her, like, new friend that she's probably no longer friends with. And
Rotates him out pretty quick.
yeah, and then they start peeking into my car, and then they go into the AutoZone there. I guess they were getting, like, I don't know, some antifreeze or something.
Some headlight fluid.
And so
Yeah.
Yeah.
the other officer, he's like, okay, well, I'm clocking out, but do you want me to, like, stay a few minutes until she leaves? And I'm like, yeah. And so he stays in his truck. I have to go do patrols now. So as I'm doing patrols, I take a call to this Walgreens. It was a theft, but they were gone by the time I got there. And so as I'm, like, getting back into the car, I call him. I'm like, all right, what's the situation? And he goes, so they came back out, and, like, they were, like, around your car, like, looking inside of it for a minute. And then they look up to see if anybody's looking, and I make eye contact with them, and then they just kind of get in their car and leave.
I wonder, I bet
So
they were trying to
creepy.
just figure out if it was your car.
But why?
Well, they did.
Yeah. Because she's fucking psycho, dude.
I get
I don't
that,
know.
but-
Why would you, after all that shit, and then she was just like, you know, I want a Camaro too.
So then she was in that area that whole day.
Yeah.
Because I was, like, answering calls, saw her at the fucking Taco Bell. And then, like, later that night, I was just standing, like, just waiting on calls to come in. I was just standing in the HQ, like, kind of looking out to the street.
Right.
And yellow Camaro starts driving by, but real slow. And it's nighttime now, but with their turn signal on, as if they're getting ready to turn back into the parking lot.
Right.
And I think she saw me in the window, like, staring out, and then turns her blinker off and keeps driving.
What a fucking crazy bitch.
It got weird, dude.
Yeah, and so that was the last time.
It was like the last interaction, right?
Yeah, that was the last interaction at all. And I don't think she knows that I saw all of this, because she never saw me.
Right.
Because I was like,
Except maybe that last interaction at night.
Yeah.
But that's insane.
so cool. Because I was like standing in the window because I was fucking thinking that she was gonna do exactly that.
I know, we talked about it on the phone. You're like, I think she's going to drive by again, blah, blah. And we like talked about it again later.
Yeah,
And, it was
and
just
then
like, I was like, dude, you got to stalk her.
and so, yeah, that was the last interaction I'd had,
I hope the mic picked that one.
and it was scary, dude. Because I did like she was probably gonna slash my tires or something.
Yeah, dude.
Like I don't know.
What, did she have any need to be violent towards you, or
No,
was it just?
No, I think she's like a vindictive, kind of
Just one of them
narcissistic bitch,
crazy-
honestly.
I'm not sure.
That's
maybe
what I mean.
maybe she was just wanting to be like,
Hey.
hey,
Yeah.
I don't know.
See,
That's the problem is I don't know.
That's
because
also the thing
the
is,
last actual interaction I had with her before was when she showcased the Camaro. She was coming to
Right.
get her books. a
Oh,
few
yeah,
months
yeah,
later
yeah,
from my
yeah.
apartment.
which I still think is hilarious.
And
to
she
do.
rolls up. I guess it's a V8 because you can hear it, right? And so she rolls up pretty loudly, gets out of her car, is completely dressed up,
Ooh.
and like like super dressed up. I just got back from jujitsu, so I'm in my gi, all sweaty and shit. And she's like walking up, and I'm just like, hey, over here, 3rd floor. And then she like comes up the stairs, doesn't say a fucking word to me, grabs her books, looks around, goes, and then just leaves. And then burns out in the parking lot.
What
like
the
a
hell?
It's that
fucking
psychological bullshit. Also, like, I love it when it's always months later. It's like, can I get that one shirt back? It's like, do we need to do this?
child. Yeah.
Let me just leave it on your doorstep.
Yeah. And I was trying to be cordial. I was like, how's it been, man? Like, because I was just like, I don't know how this is going to go, this interaction.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You seem the most happy and grounded and comfortable and
That's what I mean.
in this one
Yeah.
than of any of them.
She keeps you satisfied. But that's cool
Keeps
because
you
it's
in
also
check.
like the same thing with my brother right now. Like his girlfriend, it's like he's like kind of like she's really smart. She's funny. She's outgoing. She gets along with me really well. She's got like a good head on her shoulders. They want to move and go to the same place to live.
Right.
And
Yeah, like she has goals and stuff.
oh yeah, and,
like is just finishing up college. Like
found
she's
yourself
just
yeah, she's about
woman.
to have a doctorate and shit. He's like, I mean,
Oh, I was talking about my girlfriend.
oh, true, true too. I forgot about that. What's she going
Yeah.
for?
Business.
Business?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that's like economic shit. So
Yeah.
probably
So
gonna-
like specifically finance.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Finance is
specifically
probably
finance. Yeah.
most lucrative of.
Yeah, see, that's the
Yeah.
definition of
Business
a
shit.
real woman. A lot of these women out here these days, they don't know how to fucking do half of this shit. And
Well, that's
they're
what I mean,
going
it's
around
like,
trying
go
to
get-
find a good man. You can't find a good man unless you're good yourself.
Well, yeah, it's like go get that
Yeah.
economics degree or like finance or whatever.
Well, no, you
and
can-
not the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
No, so what happens is like they'll find a good man and then they'll fuck it up because they're not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it happens.
And
And
those-
it's the same vice versa. Too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the same vice versa.
Bad people.
Dudes will find good chicks and then fucking abuse them and
Yeah.
then
And now
See-
we got bad chicks.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of like me. Like I don't abuse them. I just push them away. Like
Yeah.
I feel like some girls are like just too wholesome, like too sweet. They're too nice.
I've
Right.
been on I've actually been on a date with somebody I went to school with and was like, you know what?
You deserve better than me, basically.
Yeah, I'm like I feel like I've been through too much
Yeah.
for like you to even think I'm sane.
Yeah, like
know?
you have such a nice life, and I feel like we don't actually
your
connect.
family wouldn't like me.
Yeah,
You'd
You
be
know,
better
I
off
wouldn't like your
without.
family.
That's my first thought always.
Yeah.
It's like, would your family like me? And that's a question that I ask too, because I'm like, let's be real here. I work at a dispensary,
Yeah, what
So
kind of
we-
judgmental older parents do you got?
so yeah. Are they gonna be like, oh, he's a fucking pot dealer? It's
Oh,
like,
he's
well,
a pothead.
yeah.
Yeah, he smokes weed all the time.
Like it
Which is
matters.
funny because I don't actually smoke that much pot.
Yeah, I know.
I got,
Every time you Snapchat me, you got your bong in your hand.
those are always at the same time every
Right.
night.
Yeah.
So that's like when I smoke.
Yeah, your ritual.
Yeah. Like I don't like to smoke during the day because
no.
it just distorts me. It
Dude,
just
Luke,
Yeah, it
brings
like
me
I said,
down.
we smoked 5 bowls before we went to Walmart earlier. And I'm just sitting here fucking stupid high going through Walmart like, what the fuck's going on? I see the Pop-Tarts. I'm staring at them. Some lady and her kids trying to get around. And I'm just like, oh,
Dude,
Pop-Tarts.
I get a little bit more anxiety doing things high now.
I do.
Like
I
when
don't
I go
actually-
drive and shit, like I'll get ripped and then like if I like one of the last times I was here, I took a puff, hopped in, it's like 5 miles. But I was like I was like on the highway and
Dude,
shit. I'm like,
same.
oh, I
just
have
going up to Walmart.
I was like, I don't even
freaking
want
out.
to deal with this shit right now.
Yeah, bro.
I got high before
That's
work,
part of it.
work one day on like accident, like before the gym, at like noon. I had to work at 4, but I got really ripped and took like a scoop and a half of pre-workout and hadn't eaten. So like I'm like right before I'm going to the gym, I'm like, I really wish I hadn't done this.
Yeah.
Like I feel uncomfortable and like
done?
easily spacing out.
Right.
Thinking about like I just rather.
That's why I don't like smoking normal or regular weed anymore. That's why I'm so hooked on this Delta 8.
Yeah.
Is because I can smoke it.
It's
And
less psychoactive.
It's a little more
Yeah.
mellow, yeah.
I don't get as paranoid or fucking like worried. Because the last time I don't smoke real weed often. So the last time I did with Luke before we went to the gym, I fucking rear-ended somebody.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Now, hey, you remember Chipotle?
Yeah, I didn't leave any
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Can I get black rice and brown beans? I mean, brown rice. and
Black beans.
Yeah.
No,
Fuck,
okay,
I mean,
so yeah, what happened is me and Dylan got like super
rice.
stoned before going to Chipotle one
fucking
day.
toasted, bro.
Brown
Like,
beans.
Like overly. And so I get to the counter and whoever's behind the counter we went to school with and I hadn't seen him in like a year or two. So I got excited, but I was also really fucking stoned.
and then
So-
never acknowledged they knew each other.
Yeah, so
Oh no.
yeah, so I was just like I was like, ah, what's up? I think I said, hey, what's up?
Yeah, but I was like, that was it.
And then she was like, what can I get for you today? I'm like, a burrito. And she's like, all right, rice, beans. I'm like, yeah, I'll do black rice and brown beans. And then she's just like, what? And I'm like, black rice and brown
It sounded
beans?
like 3
and
times.
Then like, I know I'm saying it wrong. And I'm just like, black rice, brown beans. She fucking... And did she laugh or... I think it was...
No, I was laughing and I was like, I think I
It,
might have
it made
chimed
it
in.
so
and been like,
much worse that no one was laughing.
Right.
And
There's also like Chipotle on a Saturday.
and then I think
at,
she
like,
just
noon.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
she
People
just
there.
finished my sentence. She's like, "Do you mean brown rice and black beans?"
So other than
And I'm
being
like,
like,
"Yeah, I'm sorry."
other than saying like, hey, what's up? No acknowledgement of like knowing each other. We just moved back down the line.
Yeah.
And she made more bulls. I was like, whatever, dude.
And so we go sit outside, and I'm just like, and Dylan was like, "I am not bringing you anywhere
I was like,
ever again."
Jesus Christ, dude. Spit it out.
Spit it out.
We've
Yeah.
definitely done that at
Dang,
IHOP too, where it's just like we walk in, we're like,
Way too fucked.
yeah, it's like pretty quiet.
All you can hear is your breathing.
Were either of you with me the night I went to IHOP and the fucking manager dumped a coffee on my lap?
No.
Oh, it must have been Hayden.
I usually stayed at Hayden's when y'all went to IHOP. So
Yeah.
I didn't like going out.
Oh yeah, they did go. I never went.
Yeah, we always went when we were super
I didn't like
fucked up.
IHOP.
There was
didn't
one.
like-
I don't know who I went. It might have been even Tristan. I'm not sure.
We threw up in your fucking car.
It might have been that same
Yeah.
that same night.
I stayed home that night, I remember.
But yeah, there was one night I went to IHOP and like the dude, like the manager, was like super anxious or something. I don't know what was going on with him.
Probably high.
But like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
but he
IHOP.
like he like bumped my glass of water into my lap, and I was just like, and he still charged me full fucking price for my meal.
See, that's the shit. I hate that.
That's what Indians do.
That is true. It's funny because I know them, and now I know his family, and I work with his other family members. And guess what? They don't like Ahmad. Ahmad's a jackass.
Yeah.
Ahmad will smoke fucking Marlboro 100s, the long, big-ass cigarettes,
Yeah.
and chain smoke like 2 packs a day in the back office in an open working IHOP.
Yeah.
Just smoking back there, looking at cameras and shit. And so, like, you'd walk back there and be like, what the fuck? Like, just a cloudy haze. And he was just rude. Had no person-to-person skills.
No.
So it's exactly
None.
like that. And he did not care if, especially if he was the one to fuck something up. Like, if an employee did that, he would have jumped their ass and been, like, really rude about it. But since he did it, he's like, it's not a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
my bad. But yeah, it's
Mobby.
IHOP.
Yeah, but
that
I was-
IHOP is like,
Yeah. The only reason I didn't
classic.
make a big deal out of it is because of how fucking stoned and like drunk I was. At
Oh,
the
yeah,
time.
it's
I
a-
was just like, fuck it, dude, whatever. I got water in my lap. It'll dry.
yeah. Also,
know.
I have no like leverage. Like, there's no. Not what are you gonna do about it?
Oh, I could have raised hell.
well, you could have
for
raised
sure.
hell, but still, it's like, I mean, I'm drunk high. Like,
Cops.
what's the word? Yeah, I try to avoid that shit.
Yeah.
How many
Cops.
times people have gotten off without like me getting, like, saying some shit to people because I was like, you know what? I got some pot in my car or something. I'll just go home.
Were you at that Brett Hawkins
Yes.
big ass party, dude?
Yeah. When the
Oh.
cops came?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, We almost got arrested. Me and Hayden.
With Jared and Hayden?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
We almost
there.
got arrested.
Yeah.
I threw pot under the car as the cops pulled up.
Yeah.
Somebody had 7 grams individually wrapped in his pocket the whole time we were talking to the cops.
Hey.
I had no idea. And so the cop like
the pot dealer.
yeah, the cop was cool. Like we knew one of them.
Yeah.
I knew one of them from the gym and shit. And he called Braxton, was like, "Hey, by the way, we're on our way. Just so like y'all might want to dip." As of course we're dipping. I'm running across the street and a cop turns their car and we're like, "Oh, we're fucked."
Yeah.
That right at the moment when we heard the cops were coming was the very second we were up on the patio. Every fucking big drug dealer at the time.
Everyone was smoking.
We were
their
about
pipe
to sit down and have
a
the
huge
biggest
chief session. Yeah,
of
yeah.
our lives. And then cops, guys, you gotta get the fuck out. I'm like, come on,
I know.
man.
And so we talked to them. They're really cool. They're like, "Look, man, we're not trying to really arrest anybody. We just got the call. We just like, we don't care what's going on. Just whoever's driving, if you blow and you have no alcohol in your system, y'all are good to go." Right. And I'm thinking like, we're fucked. I was like, I'm fucked. Like I know I'm not driving, but Hayden was driving.
Yeah.
So Hayden's blowing, and like in my head, I'm like,
Right.
so do we? Are we gonna
jail.
need? I was like, are we gonna need to just get a ride because he's not gonna pass, or are we gonna get arrested because he didn't pass? Like
What
how's this gonna work?
happened?
He didn't drink anything while he was there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I didn't drink at the time either.
He didn't have a single
Wow.
drop, so he blew and they let us go. And I'm telling you, it's a dead end street too, right in front of my eyes. So we have to go pull down, pull around, come back, and I see my like bag of weed on the ground. I'm like, go. We left for like 2 hours.
We went to Walmart.
No, I met you guys at the. We met you guys at
We went to Walmart first.
and then the lake
And then
or the river.
No, then we went down to, was it the river or did we go to DeSoto and we met that meth head?
Yeah, it was the river and then DeSoto, and then me and Hayden left and skated by ourselves at Garrett Park for like until 6 in the morning when the sun was up.
Yeah, then you guys went there the next day to see if your pot was still there and it was gone.
Oh no, we went like 2 hours later and I got it.
Oh, you did?
It was there. Yeah.
That night was such a blur, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
my
so.
God.
It was like the craziest night too. Me and Hayden like always talked about. I'm like,
So
dude, what the
Hell's doing-
fuck happened? It was like a 9-hour night, and just random crazy shit kept happening. Like the
Yeah.
tweaker with no shirt and a Bowie knife.
And
We're
swastika tattoos.
We're sitting on skateboards.
Oh, I knew that guy.
Yeah. We're sitting on skateboards directly next to Hayden's truck, basically.
Middle of the soap.
Yeah, in
Main
front of the
town.
post office.
Yeah.
And so you can't see us from this side. He's walking up. We're on this side, sitting on our skateboards. The door's open, so the light's on in the car.
He's just eyeing
So
it.
he's like, oh, he's eyeballing that shit. He comes up, and then all of a sudden he turns the corner and sees us. He's like, oh shit, I thought someone left the door open. I was just coming to close, and we're like, oh really?
Yeah.
he's
Motherfucker
like
had a knife
inviting-
in his back pocket,
Yeah,
dude.
huge fucking. And then
Bowie
he's like,
knife
I'm
or some
asking
shit.
where he's going. He said some street, so I googled it. Also,
He was
I'm
looking
quite
for his
clean
drug
at the
dealer.
time. Huh?
He was looking for his drug dealer.
He was looking for a dude who owed him money. I
Yeah.
think he was the drug dealer. He goes, oh, some dude owes
Okay.
me like $300 for an 8-ball.
Right.
And as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, this is a meth thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, like we gave him directions, and he like picked up someone's board.
And was
He said he used to
looking at
skate
it.
back in the day. He's like, what brands are big now? He's like, these are cool. Like yeah, these are
Yeah.
long boards. It's kind of a
That was so
new
awkward,
style
man.
shit. Yeah, it was so weird. And then he's like, there's a party down the street. You guys want to come?
Yeah.
And we were all like, I'm like looking at, hey, I'm so uncomfortable because, I'm clean at the time. Like, this dude's making me so uncomfortable because also if I wasn't with 5 of my buddies, I'd be like, where's the party?
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
So I'm like looking up directions where he needs to go. It's like a 15-minute walk. He's like, oh, fuck it. I'll get it later. I'm like, well, I'd walk 15 minutes for $300.
Dude, then we saw
get
the
my-
guy that matched his description at the Casey's when we
Yeah,
left.
yeah. And then I was like, I hope that other dude's not around. Like, long story short, like, it just was, like, super awkward. And, like, he was, like, trying to coerce us into chilling with them or giving him a ride. And it was just like, bro, you have a fucking Bowie knife, just a Rambo knife in your,
You're fucking
In your
skinhead,
pants?
bro.
yeah, with no shirt on in the middle of the night.
And you're a Nazi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all
Nazi,
blazed
yeah.
at, like, 2 in the morning riding around town. It's
So
like,
that Nazi is kind of an anomaly in DeSoto.
Yeah, either you see him or you don't.
Because you'll no, if you're
He's like the
driving around,
ghost of DeSoto.
no, he really is. Because and it just depends. Like sometimes he's well dressed. A lot of the times he's in like military gear, like
oh,
like
yeah.
I still have
paramilitary,
yet
like
to see him
camo.
walking around in that, but
And,
a lot of
like-
people have.
Yeah. So no, he walks around like marching style, and like we pulled up like by him one night, kind of rolled down the window, and we're like, "Yo, dude, what's going on?" Because like we just see a dude with a Nazi flag walking, like just marching by himself, and he's like, "Oh, just being a Nazi," and we're like, "Okay, that's cool, I guess." And he's like, y'all want to buy some ice?" And we're like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, we're good, man. He's like, well, I got a few beers on me too, if you want. I'm
Yeah,
like,
see, it always
no.
leads into like, well, I got this if you don't want that, or we can do this if you don't want to do that. It's like, no, I don't want to be around you, bro. Just stay away.
I'm like, no, dude, we
he's here
just
to fuck
saw
with
you, and we were like, what are you?
Yeah, let's fuck with him.
And
oh,
so-
you remember some lady you knew drove by and you were like a pissed. Oh, it was Hayden. Some lady drove by and saw us talking to him, and like she stopped and Hayden walked over there and had to like reassure this lady who knew his mom that we weren't friends with him. He just walked up on us. So I like it was all weird, and like then
That
Hayden got
whole
worried
fucking
about it
night.
because he's like, she's gonna go tell my mom like because of
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a Nazi coalition in DeSoto.
I don't know the deal.
Me neither. But like that guy is everywhere, and he just walks.
Yeah, especially it's like why does
I wonder what he's doing now. I wonder how he is.
how do you live? Like how do you survive? It's
don't-
not there's only
I don't
so
know.
many places to work there. I've
Well-
been at all of them.
I'm sure he just sells meth.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's his whole deal.
He's probably in and out of jail and shit too.
I would assume. I don't know where he lives.
You know Riker already knows that dude.
Nazi of DeSoto, Kansas. What is it? I don't even know if there's pictures of him, man.
No.
How crazy.
He's an anomaly. He's like Bigfoot.
crazy would it be if there was a picture of him?
It's just
Yeah.
him walking around.
He's like the Jersey Devil.
yeah.
He's just a fucking myth.
There ain't nothing.
He's like in shape too. It's like the scariest part. Like you see him, you're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
dude's
he is
kind of
kinda.
built up too.
Yeah.
Like for his age, probably early 30s. It's like, damn, dude, this dude might give us a run for our money.
That's not real.
Yes or no on the 3 boobs? You guys like 3 boobs? or
No.
No, it's really just pointless.
I think I would like a 3 boob.
I mean,
Third
I don't know if I could live with a 3 boob,
try it out.
but I'd try out a 3 boob. I feel like I would need 2 dicks.
Or a dick and a half. You know?
The dick in
and a
his
half.
sleeve. You ever
Keep the
see
ratio
Flipper Boy?
equal. Huh?
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah, you've shown me Flipper Boy. Yeah.
No, AJ showed us Flipper Boy.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was gross.
His
I don't
fucking
wanna see
hands
that.
were all backward.
You kind
Is
of
it a dude with a physical disability?
Look it up, actually.
Oh
don't
my
know.
goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should watch it. Though.
I don't know if we can show it.
Go on the ghost and let this
But-
go in your
Yeah,
history.
incognito.
Incognito.
That's hilarious.
Flipper Boy. Jesus.
You guys want to watch Mr. Hands?
No, I've seen that.
This is fucked up shit, bro. Jesus.
Hands.
What the fuck? All right, I'm good on this. Thanks.
It was funnier.
I can't
first
tell
time
if
I
it's
saw
a
it.
physical and or mental disability. I think it's a.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Honestly, shame on her.
That's what I mean. Like, did you see how like uncomfortable her face was? And she's like, and then like after a minute, it was like, she looks like this isn't the first time. Like this is like her like little brother. She's like babysitting.
She,
Like, all right.
she
I'll jerk
honestly
your
looked
dick
like,
off. The
I
fuck?
don't think I'm getting paid enough for this.
Right.
That
It was
the
also
look.
like in Ukraine. If you heard her voice, it was like that was
Yeah.
not here. He's got the dope ass airsoft guns too. Like that shit actually does hurt. Oh man. Oh, dude.
There has to be trust.
Yeah.
You know,
Safe words, man.
Money
Yeah.
isn't trust.
Maybe her biggest fantasy is to peg you, but she didn't want to tell you that.
Wrap this up.
Welcome
Hell yeah.
to Between Two Dudes.
This is your weekly dose of testosterone, folks.
Yeah.
I hope you're still watching.
I think we lost a few
Welcome.
listeners.
Welcome.
If you are still watching and you kind of want to do what we do, here's what we use. We use Buzzsprout. Today is a great day to get your own podcast, whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share to the world, or just think it would be fun to have your own talk show. Podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, and fun way to expand your reach online. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories like Apple, Spotify, Google, and more within minutes of finishing your recording. Podcasting isn't hard when you have all the right partners, and the team at Buzzsprout is passionate about helping you succeed. Join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their fucking message out to the world. God, they really got to like sum this up a little better, don't
Yeah.
they? They got to like get to the point. Let's create something great together.
Buzzsprout.
And this is Between Two Dudes. My name's Grant,
My name is Dylan.
I'm James.
and I'll see you next week.
Johnny Depp, James,
What's up? Yeah. I'm a
Grant
pirate.
Gilboner, and then
Captain Jackoff.
yeah. Am I still a porn star? Let's do that.
We got Flipper Boy over here. Jesus Christ.
Damn it! I knew as soon as I said that, I was like, Flipper Boy.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Here we go. Come here, Grant.
And that's a wrap.
Yeah.